We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to break through resistance levels and doing a full transition here from red bars to bright green. And in today's volatility, our SPY buy sent out a bull indicator at 10:35 a.m. and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up on the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY breaking out to newer highs today. We're going to break down what's going on in the charts with the inflow versus outflow and the bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot at 9:45 a.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up on the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY breaking out to newer highs after hitting a dip area here back on Monday and Tuesday, after hitting a rip area back on Friday the week before, transitioning back up to the rip area here. And then here we are with it bouncing from red bars to bright green so far on 42 vision. If it's your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips to the rips and the rips to the dips, and the strength and weakness where it lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflows as extra layers of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here, and you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY under a bull indicator since way down here at 400 after canceling out this bear indicator from up here at around 405. Inflows had crossed over, and there was a brief moment of outflows dominating within the volatility in yesterday's meeting. They crossed back over, and today within the volatility, outflows have been happening, but not enough to destroy the chart. Why? Because it has not crossed the midpoint, guys, on the 30-minute. Now, there has been outflows, and you could see that divergence there of outflows that are red, even though we're above the midpoint, which means inflows outweigh the outflows, but it's pulling downwards, getting closer to the midpoint while things were going higher. And then all of a sudden, outflows began again, getting really close to the midpoint here at 1.3 of inflows, and things dropped from 418 to lows here of 413 based off the 30-minute. And if we go ahead and look at this within the volatility on the 15-minute, we will go ahead and see here that yes, we're under a bull indicator and we're above the midpoint with inflows, but outflows did cross within the volatility. You could see it there once they crossed and started pulling downward sharply, followed by that bear indicator. Things dropped from around 417 all the way down to lows here of 413. Now, when you look at it here from a technical perspective, it almost seems like it's forming a double bottom here. That will not be confirmed until this bear indicator gets canceled and inflows come back up, guys. But that is a possibility. Now, huge resistance there at 418. Now, I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. And one of the first things I would watch here based off the 15-minute is for that bear indicator to get canceled, for things to continue pushing up, and these inflows to get back up, to switch from red to green and cross that midpoint with strength and get back over with inflows dominating over the chart. Now, in the bigger picture, on the 30-minute, we are under a bull indicator since way back here at 400, and we're above the midpoint. This is the closest that we've gotten, apart from yesterday's volatility, to the midpoint. And if it crosses and it follows the 15-minute, that bear indicator from the 15-minute, as we see it there, can actually go ahead from up here at around 416, 417, can roll over into the 30-minute, and that weakness could start reflecting pretty quickly into the charts, and we need to watch the key support levels. Now, when we go ahead and zoom this out and look at it from the 1 hour, we can see that it's been under a bull indicator here since 401, 402 area. Those inflows crossed over on January 31st on Tuesday, paused right there and went up the next leg up. Full strength on 42 vision, bright green bars back to back, inflows hitting highs here of 11.68, and then going ahead and now in the second half, outflows beginning to dominate here, but not enough to cross the midpoint, right? But it's taking over this chart, bringing it back down to the highs of inflows here in the after hours yesterday of around 8.6 to 8.5, and it's currently sitting at 8.45. Something to not ignore, that outflows have began on multiple time frames. Now, the 15-minute has crossed, the 30-minute is really close, and the 1 hour is following that direction. Now, far from the midpoint, but something to not ignore. Now, when we go ahead and zoom out and look at the bigger picture here of the chart, you could see that this is some of the highest inflows that we've seen in months and weeks, because the last two peaks that were pretty high here, and even all the way back here, were in November and December of last year, when the stock was around 403 and even highs here of 413. We talked about 418, 415 area, and then right above that, 420 area. We're not that far from it. It's fighting up here to stay above these key levels, but big rejection there at 418. Now, I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. So the first thing is support, guys. It bounced off of this level twice today, and that's 413, guys. I would watch that very, very carefully. If that gets broken through, the next support below that is 410, and then below 410 comes 408, 407. I would watch closely how these inflows versus outflows react. Do the outflows cross the midpoint to the downside? Will a bear indicator pop up here and pull things down pretty quickly to test support levels? I would watch that very carefully. And then on the 15-minute, if these inflows continue to pull downwards, and if this bear indicator does not get canceled, that is going to be something to not ignore, especially if those outflows on the 1 hour continue to stay red. Yes, we're above the midpoint, but pulling downwards can go ahead and move with that momentum. Now, to the upside, if this support continues to hold and this actually double bottoms, and this could be the setup, like I call it, for the next bull run as it pulled back and cooled off and it's bouncing off that level, well, I want to see these inflows pick up and the 15-minute to cross back over the midpoint, cancel out that bear indicator, and the first resistance is 418, and then above that is 420. If 420 gets past, the next level I'm watching is up towards 422 to 425 area. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.